At first glance, these races look the same. Same course, same pacing, different jersey, but same rider. But with Zwift's new Pack Dynamics system, the way the group behaves, it shifts in subtle but important ways. After reviewing hours of racing footage using the PD4 and PD5 systems, I've done my best to pick out what's actually different and how it can affect your racing, tactics, and ultimately where you finish in a race. Pack Dynamics, aka PD, is the engine behind how your avatar behaves in the bunch. Drafting, passing, repositioning, and even getting dropped. It's all controlled by PD. Every time Zwift updates it, the entire feel of racing slightly shifts, even if the numbers stay the same. In the early days of Zwift, the peloton acted more like an individual rather than a group of riders. The release of PD2 really wasn't much better. You still had very sticky draft, groups that are extremely tight, and riding through riders is really just part of the game. Then we had the release of PD3, which really stepped things up. That's when we saw better draft seeking, movement amongst the pack, and PD4, which was released in 2023, was the best update yet. It really refined everything. Now we have the release of PD5. We have lateral movement among the group, collision logic, and even better draft seeking. The question is it better? Does it work? Or is it really just too ambitious of a move? Racers have had mixed reactions to PD5 since opening testing began. The pack splits seem to occur in the 15 to 20 rider range, where everybody pushes everyone else out of the way. Other riders said PD5 is best yet for small groups, realistic, responsive, and clean, but in large packs it gets a bit messy. Riders drift off to the sides, get bumped out of the draft lanes, or lose position without warning. One Zwifter wrote, "It was like a pinball machine going from side to side." In PD5, the pack has more motion and spread. The power demands themselves feel similar, but losing draft happens faster if you're not alert. Several riders from testing even noted it's not harder to hold the draft, it's just easier to lose it by accident. That's a very key difference. PD5 also spreads the group across the road more. It removes the glued to wheel feeling of PD4 and adds more realistic positioning. Some users in testing reported being pushed wide even when holding step power. A frequent complaint is, "I'm not sprinting, but I keep getting flung to the edge of the road." PD5 also shows smoother animations when passing, but a few odd behaviors can pop up, like overly sharp lateral jumps for riders being passed, where someone surges and another rider is pushed multiple meters sideways. One rider called it pack turbulence that doesn't feel deserved. As for sprint flow and positioning, I recommend you being near the front before the sprint begins. In PD5, you can't slingshot through the pack as easily as it was in 4. Some have praised this. It rewards early commitments and not just watts. Others have said that it punishes anyone who doesn't already have positioning tools like steering. When it comes to pack behavior at a more casual pace, PD5 feels more dynamic at those low powers. There's more motion, everything's more lifelike, but without surprising surges or unwanted drops. In my opinion, more interesting to look at, but less relaxing to ride in. Good and bad. As for the community verdict, Zwifters agree that PD5 changes how the pack rides, but whether it's a good thing depends on how you race. In small groups, it's undoubtedly a better feeling that's more dynamic, fair, and engaging. In large packs, it can be chaotic with bumping, repositioning, and unpredictable drops. In summary, the sticky draft issue is mostly gone, the overtaking realism could use some improvement, the lateral movement is great, more fluid than ever. The group sprints, there could be some better balancing in place. As for steering versus non-steering, this point is more important than ever. There have been reports of being ejected from the pack, so not everybody can steer back in. Zwift should continue to work on its draft-seeking behavior with this PD update and future ones as well. Overall, PD5 brings much more realism into the game of Zwift through rider control and movement. It makes the peloton feel more like a living and breathing organism rather than a bunch of riders sitting there putting their heads down and just focusing on watts. I think that will make the races a bit more engaging and finishes a bit more exciting as well. I don't think any of the changes are drastic enough to really affect your races. Whether or not you agree, let me know in the comments, and whether or not you've seen changes in your own racing as well. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this, please consider liking the video and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, y'all.